and it's looking at the subject matters as well, because we can't just talk about really what we'd like to talk about. There's a lot of things that I would really like to talk about, but we got to talk about what people want to hear. Just the same as when you're in business, you got to listen to, like I talk about community building here on my channel, and it's about clients, people talking to the community to see what they are looking for. And it's the same with this, with YouTube as well. I am, even though I've been on YouTube since 2013, it's a long time, over 10 years, for example, I still feel I'm new on YouTube in this way with the monetization and the views, because I never ever thought that the views was part of, you know, the YouTube. I just didn't click. And like I said, the switch just went like 3 days ago. I think it was 3 days ago. And I was like, right, I'm going to do this. Because I had something to prove to myself. I set myself a target. I want 1,000 views. I'm going to get to 1,000 views. And I did that. So now my next target is I'm going to get to 2,000 views. And I'm going to try and do this. But it has to be consistent. I don't want to just get to 2,000 views and then boom, drop right back down to 100 views. And I suppose it will be days when that happens. I take that on board. But I want to keep being consistent. But I also want to try and figure out how this works. Because there's people here on YouTube, like Dante and Dodash, for example, they're getting like hundreds of thousands of views. So how does that work? I'm trying to understand how this works, for example, because I want to give value, and I want to also help other people to see that if I can do it, then you can do it too. So I hope that that was helpful to you. I'd love to hear your comments. You know, how long have you been on YouTube for? What have you been doing? Has it worked for you? Are you over the 1,000 a day mark? I know it doesn't seem like much. When I say 1,000, I don't mean in pounds or dollars. I mean views. Are you over the 1,000 views mark, you know, a day? Are you past that? Or are you under that? Have you set yourself a target? Like I set myself a target of 1,000 views a day. And I said that to the family, to my kids. I was like, I'm going to get 1,000 views a day. And they were like, yeah, that's nice, Mum. And then when I got it, they were like, oh, okay. And I was like, I'm going to do it again. And then I did it. And I was like, I'm going to do this again. I'm doing it. I'm going to do this every day. I said, right now, I'm going to do 2,000 views. And so this is my next challenge. And I'm putting it here publicly that I am going to push for 2,000 views. But you know what? If I do it, great. If I don't, I would just keep pushing until I get there. Because I know I can do it. Because I've done it before. I've done it before, and I've got videos that are old that have got like 68,000 views, for example. Some of them happened before I got monetized. Some of it happened even before monetization came out, for example. Because monetization, I believe, I'm not sure what year it started actually. Was it 2019? YouTube monetization? Or was it 2015? I'm not sure. Maybe you can let me know in the chat. Let me know what you think. How many views are you getting a day? Because I'd love to know. And is it consistent? Or do you just do a video once a week, and then you get like, say, 10,000 views in a week, because that's what I would like to do. And then if I've got multiple ones, but I enjoy coming on here every day anyway. It's not like I don't enjoy it. It is something I enjoy doing, because YouTube, doing these videos daily, it's got to be something that you enjoy doing. And like I said, I've got a target of 16,000 views a day. So it would be nice to have like views of 500,000 in a month, for example. I would love that, because I want to prove to myself that I can do it, because I've been on YouTube for a very long time, since 2013. But like I said, I only got monetized last year, October, for example. Then I had to sort out my ID and send that off to upload that to Google, for example. So really it started for me November last year that I got paid. November, December, January. Yeah, this is my 4th month. So I've set myself a target that by June that I will be on, at least, say 10,000 views a day, for example. I want to try and do that. So I'm starting to work up to that, and I'm trying to get the algorithms to acknowledge me, to see me amongst us all. And that's the same as what we've all got to do. We've got to get the algorithms to acknowledge us and see us, so that we can grow. And we can also have, like me, my business, for example, is coaching. So usually when I go on here, I'm talking about products that relate to what I offer, for example. So for me, YouTube already was a business from 2013, from when I first came on here, for example. But now I'm also looking at the monetization, but I'm also looking at the sponsorship as well, where a company sponsors you to talk about a particular product. So I have been approached, but it has to relate to what I do and what I talk about. Otherwise it's not going to work, for example. So on Monday I'm doing an interview, for example, about AI automation. And I think it's important that we're aware of what AI can do for your business, for example, or even for you doing YouTube. I'm using these like the TubeBuddy, for example, the VidQ, which is Think Media, and there's also Opus Clips as well. So Think Media, they specialize in YouTube growth, massive growth, for example. And I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to grow my YouTube views, for example, and I want to be able to share with you how to do it as well. Because I think we're all on this journey together. We're all learning together, for example. And I didn't even realize that, didn't even dawn on me that, I can just use my phone and shoot a video and upload it onto YouTube. And I downloaded the YouTube Studio and also the YouTube app as well. But I upload the videos on the YouTube app that I've got. I only started that this year. So look how behind I am, for example, and I'm still, like I said, still trying to get around these thumbnails. I know my thumbnails aren't good. I'm trying. But like I said, I've got my youngest, he's very good at thumbnails, and he's only done a couple for me because he's doing college and things, so he's trying to fit that in. But I'm also trying to learn, because that's one thing with me, with my kids, even when they were young, when computers first came out, when they first came out, I was like, set this up for me. So they'd set it up for me, and it took them about a week probably to do it. And then I was like trying to do my website. I was like, can you help me with my website? Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it later, Mama. I'll do it later. And I was like, you know what? I need to just get on and try and learn and do it myself. And I said to them, well, I said to my husband at the time, I said, even if this takes me a whole month or 3 months, I'm going to do it. And I did. I built my own website. And that was back in 2008, for example. Actually, you know how many websites I ended up building? 100 website I built myself with the HTML. I remember there was this lady, she had a YouTube, and the YouTube was, her channel was how to build a website. So I learnt from her, and then I was able to do my own websites. Do you know what? I need to check her out, see if she's still around, because she was lovely, really helpful. She was young at the time. Well, she's probably settled down with kids and stuff, I don't know. But I'll check her out and see if I can find her and tell her thank you for what she did to help me. But yeah, I set up my own website. So like I said, when I've got something on my mind and I need to do it, I do it, because otherwise it just stays in my head and it worries me. So I just have to get on it and do it. No matter how painful it is, I get on and I do it. And now I've set the stage. I've told you I'm at 1,000 views, and you know, some days it may go boom right down, but that's life. I'm not gonna have a tantrum or anything. You know, I would just get back to the drawing board and work harder to get back